Young Joseph Rivas making his way to the ring now. 2-1, yet to score a knockout in his career, but still not too late.
No, it's interesting to see. I know early on in your careers, they face a lot of tough guys that he fought. Even some guys with losing records, but they used to go in the distance too, so it's definitely harder to get knockouts earlier on in your career, but I guess we'll see if he gets one in a few minutes.
Interestingly enough, too, one of the things I learned interviewing Joseph Rivas on the Boxing Shop, my co-host Felix and Ray, this is a guy coming from an MMA background, and he's one of the few guys that I've met coming from that background that was kind of humble to it. Like, look, I had a lot to learn, and I'm learning on the job right now. And I think, you know, each and every fight, he's taking big notes.
Yeah, but it's good to see him make the jump. I think he's making the jump at the perfect time. He's 24 years old right now. Sometimes you see guys make the jump in their 30s, but I think he's made the jump early enough where all the muscle memory and things like that, he can transfer it over to boxing and do just fine.
140 pounds. Introducing first, he'll be fighting out of the red corner from Coolidge, Arizona, Joseph Rivas.
Clearly a crowd favorite is Rivas.
Yeah, so he's from born in Chandler, Arizona, resides in Casa Grande, Arizona, and they're at Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. So, as you said, he's definitely the hometown favorite. Kevin Morales resides in Glendale, Arizona now, but he was from Mexico, so the hometown.
And Kevin Morales is literally coming in here with one pro fight, so this is somebody who's got a lot of experience, a lot of learning to do.
Yeah, and even in that one pro fight, he had a draw in his first fight, so it seems like he's a guy that doesn't go away easy, so it'll be interesting to see how Rivas deals with him tonight.
There's the bell for round one. Rivas using that probing jab. Morales' jab at the moment a little more intentional.
And Morales is definitely coming out swinging, looking for that left hook also. Against southpaws, a lot of times people say it's the right hand, but if you can loop that left hook in there, it's a good weapon to use against southpaws too. It's risky because you get set up for the left hand of the other guy. But
nice uppercuts there.
Yeah, there you go. Nice work.
Morales finding a home for that right hand early on. Rivas is going to have to make an adjustment to that.
Yeah, seems like Rivas is starting to try to time him. He landed a decent shot probably about 10 seconds ago, a counter shot.
Big size here difference, Jack. I mean, immediately just first impression, it seems like Morales is the naturally much bigger guy.
Yeah, no, he definitely does look big. I think this is a fight at 140, but it definitely looks like he could be a weight class above. So you wonder if did he rehydrate a little more? I'm not sure. But you can definitely see it. Rivas coming up trying to be on the offensive now.
Morales doing a nice job catching shots in between. Nice right hand there by Morales.
Morales is the kind of guy too, like we said, even in the last fight. These guys that are thrown kind of in deep waters early on, you learn a lot. Even in that draw he had, he learned a lot more in that draw than he would have if he just blew a guy out in 30 seconds. So it's a very polished, more polished guy for one fight than a lot of guys out this early in their career.
Man, Rivas doing a nice job there. Just touching Morales to try to keep him in one place.
Yeah,
that's the right idea. He's gonna want to do that as the fight goes on.
Exactly. I'm looking for that left hand, just out of range, but he's starting to kind of get that timing with the jab down.
Nice left hook from Morales. He's doing, but you can start to see Rivas is starting to get a little bop in the upper body movement. Again, Rivas doing a nice job throwing touch shots, trying to set something bigger up.
The thing I like with Morales, too, is when he throws that left hook, he's throwing where he expects Rivas to be. He's not throwing where he is right now, but he's anticipating the movement and timing him really, really good.
Nice shots on the inside from Rivas.
It seems like if Rivas is going to be able to cut that distance down, that's where we'll have his most success.
And you could see that Morales is looking for that left hook when Rivas comes in. That's something he's going to want to look out for.
There you go. I was just going to say, could be a good thing for Rivas to start working the body. You just did a little bit on the inside there, too. Kind of bring those hands of Morales down also.
Morales is also going to want to be careful throwing that many uppercuts right in front. At some point, I think Rivas, who's got a little more experience, is going to see that coming.
Yeah, it's a shot that it's good because the opponent doesn't see it, but you also then, you don't see the counter shot coming after that's a shot that does leave you wide open. Good competitive round there. Rivas started to do better work towards the end of it, but I think Morales is probably who I would give that round to. But as we know in a lot of these cards, very, very close rounds, so we're not sure exactly which way it went.
Round number 2, Rivas immediately coming out, trying to cut that distance and getting close. Nice combination there from Rivas.
Yeah,
really
kind of body
shots.
shots. There you go. Yeah, that's what I want to see him do when he's able to cut that distance down, use the body shots to open up top too. That was great work by Rivas right there. First time you saw the physical strength of him too. It seems like Morales is the bigger guy, but it seems like Rivas could be the stronger, more compact.
Now Morales trying to push Rivas back.
Yeah,
Rivas
great
not having it.
action. Yeah. Even Rivas used that physical strength I was just talking about by pushing Morales off and landing some good uppercuts. Both guys landed really good body shots right in there too. Action picked up right away in the second round.
Nice jab from Rivas. I'd like to see him throw that more. You know, Rivas has a nice jab. He's got some nice hand speed. I think that getting himself a little more distance than this, even though he's shorter, he'd be able to flex that hand speed a little better.
Yeah, no, definitely. Even that jab right there, it's a snapping jab too. It's not a rangefinder. That's a really
nice left hand. Oh, nice left hands there by Rivas. We got a bit of a banger here, Jack.
Yeah, we do. Morales landing that left hook to the liver, but Rivas definitely not going anywhere. This is great action. Neither guy backing down. You know, they both want the win. It's a close competitive fight. We talked about that separation. They're both trying to get that separation right now. Great combination by Morales right there up top and downstairs. Both guys are doing a good job of going upstairs and downstairs, continuously changing the levels too. It makes it harder to defend against.
At the moment, it kind of looks like Rivas is taking a little bit of a break, and Morales is taking advantage.
Yeah, no, it definitely does seem like that against the ropes. He wants kind of the separation. Morales is not letting him have it, though.
Nice right hook on the inside by Rivas.
Let's let us slip with his feet, too, about 10 seconds ago. Does a good job of sliding in and out of range. You can see the pace is probably getting to both these guys. They're both breathing with that mouth open right now. It's been a very high pace.
And this is one of those moments like we had in our last fight, Jack. Two young guys. I just want to see them both take a step back and think it through a little bit more. You know, they're both throwing beautiful combinations, but young guys like this that are learning, that's a nice little step off by Rivas. He's trying to punch moving backwards.
He's looking for that left hand, but that's exactly what you were saying too. They're all young guys. I think once they go back and watch this on film, they'll be able to see those things. Okay, I could have taken a half step back here and there. But it seems like Rivas is also figuring it out on the fly right now, which is great to see. But good
big
work
body shots
right
by Morales. Big body shots.
Those are the hardest shots to take right there too. Because the head shots are bad, but the body shots are the one that stick with you. So Rivas gets a lot of credit from me for being able to take those shots. Good exchange right there. Rivas seems like he might be getting the better of it. Oh, good left hook by Morales to close out the round. Another close round. I'd probably
very close round.
Rivas, but very, very close. Crowd is on their feet, and rightfully so.
And funny enough, Felix Camera at some point passed a dude that looked exactly like me. So that's pretty weird.
we go round 3, so it seems like we could have an even fight, just like our last fight. So we'll see once again if there's any separation of both guys. It seems like it's just going to be a dog fight all the way through, though. And one of those, just like the last fight, it comes down to what do you prefer, judging-wise. It seems like both guys are in this one. Great exchanges to begin round 3 right away. Rivas looking to work that body.
And they're both just letting it fly right now. You can see Rivas trying to cut an angle there. He's trying to get back in front.
Yeah, even that right there, that's the physicality I was talking about earlier, where it looks like Morales is a bigger guy, but Rivas is the one who's able to take him and turn and pin Morales up against the ropes and use an escape right there. It's a smart veteran move.
Hard right hook by Ramirez on the inside.
Even like you were saying earlier, it would do Morales really good to take just that half step back right there. So still keep the pressure on, but be able to give himself space to kind of let his hands go in there too. Making it easier for Rivas to block those shots and then come back. There's the physicality of Rivas again to turn Morales up against ropes, and good shots by Rivas right there, using his physicality to turn him, pin him, and make him pay.
Yeah,
it's coming back though.
At the moment, these guys are sort of taking turns, rotating each other onto the ropes, but at the moment, Rivas is just getting the better of the work.
Yeah, seems like he's landing sharper, cleaner shots too, so we'll see if that's what ends up making the fight.
Oh, that's a big right hook by Morales.
Perfect timing right there on that. Both these guys get a lot of credit for me for their chins too. Morales lands a few more, Rivas lands an uppercut, but neither guy has wavered at all from the shots that they've taken. So credit, hats off to both guys for being able to take these shots and keep going. Well, Morales just missed that little slip right hand right there. It was a good idea though. Kind of right hook by Rivas. Morales letting his hands go.
And you can see, Jack, even in a 4-rounder, you know, the mental fatigue and fighting at this pace, you know, you still haven't learned what your pace is, what your tempo is. And everyone's telling you, oh, it's only 4 rounds. You gotta give it your all for every second. But as you can see, if you do that, there's always a plateau moment. Both these guys letting it go right now, though.
Yeah. Yes, it's always a lot easier said than done when people say, oh, just go out there and give it your all every second. Well, it's easy to say that from either the crowd or in the corner. It's a lot harder to do it once you're in that ring. But these guys are both doing it. Great exchanges right here, both guys.
And that's another one of those rounds, Jack, tough to score. There's really not much to separate them either way. Maybe Rivas a little bit more consistent with his work, but Morales lands with meaningful shots.
Yeah, and sometimes on these local shows, the judges kind of have it easy where you'll have a lot of shutouts or early knockouts, but they're definitely earning their paychecks tonight because there's not been a lot to differentiate between these rounds, between any of these guys.
Solid, even matchmaking.
No, it's great to see on these local shows, too, because you want to see. It's always you want to build prospects up, too, but it's great to see matchups like this because these are what the fans come for these local shows also.
Getting ready to start the 4th and final round. These guys aren't waiting around.
Letting it fly. The crowd is loving this, as they should. A good left hand by Rivas right there. Using the jab as a rangefinder. Left hand.
I think the biggest difference in this fight right now is Rivas' hand speed. His hands are just a little bit quicker. He doesn't have to have as much of a setup as Morales is to get his shots off. He just lets his hands go, and they flow real natural.
No, 100%. That's why in those exchanges, Morales is landing some, but Rivas is landing the cleaner, sharper shots. It seems like they have, even though neither guy's been wobbled or anything, it seems like those stronger shots are landed by Rivas. For sure.
See, in all of that time that Morales is waiting, Rivas is just working. And none of them are hard shots, but he's just in there working, landing punches, piling up points.
And especially in it, like you said, in a close fight like this could end up being the difference, too. A nice little uppercut there by Morales. Rivas going down to that body.
Rivas, I think, getting tired of the holding, huh?
Yeah. And they always say, too, that even from Morales, it seems like it's nothing to pick yourself up. But when you're tired like that, too, any added things you have to do to pick yourself up, it's just tanks your gas tank a little bit.
Nice left uppercut there by Morales.
He's done a good job of sneaking that left uppercut in after the right hand, which, like we said before, it's a risky shot, but he's found a good place for it.
Oh, and Rivas lands a huge right hook.
There's a little turn, good little pivot right there by Rivas, too. I like that.
He's having a really strong round here, Rivas.
Yeah, and obviously a fight like this, it's more about just dogging it up, but he has shown a bit of just the footwork and those little things like that. And as a MMA guy just coming over, those are the things he'll be able to build off of, too.
I got to give it to him. He doesn't throw punches like a former MMA guy. He looks like a boxer. Yeah,
no, he definitely does.
Because you know that look when former MMA guys, they have a certain kind of way they throw punches that just isn't really how you throw punches in boxing. It's not natural to them. It's very natural to Rivas.
Definitely does. And they also don't work the body as much. They might have the kicks and stuff for the body, but Rivas is using body shots really, really well in this round.
This is a great round right here.
It really is. Both guys are giving it their all. Well,
who's going to separate? Who's going to separate? It's been a strong round from Rivas, but every round of this fight close.
Yeah, but every time it seems like he's going to completely pull away, Morales lands a little combination.
Like that right there.
Yeah, exactly. Right on cue.
Boy, Morales not taking no for an answer. Great fight. Great fight. I lean Rivas, but man, that's a close one. You know, I'd like to see them run that one back one of these days.
Yeah, no, I definitely would too. And it's a guy like Kevin Morales. He had a draw in his first fight. He's the kind of guy that even we talk about these records. His record might not look the greatest, depending on how this decision goes. But he's the kind of guy that if you're a prospect coming up, you better be careful if your match that gets in, because he is going to bring the fight, not let you off easy at all.
Now for the decision.
Yeah.
Fight of the night. After 4 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Craig Harvard scored the contest 38-38, a draw. Overruled by judges Dennis O'Connell and Eric Lucio, who scored the contest 39-37 for your winner by majority decision. From Coolidge, Arizona, he is still undefeated.
So Rivas ends up winning a close fight. So that's probably what we had picked. We figured he probably edged it out, but a great effort by both guys. I want to give a shout out to Kevin Morales too. Now 0-1-1, but not going to find a lot of guys out there with no pro wins who are going to be as game as he is. So and Rivas also improves now to 3-1. So like I said, wouldn't be against a rematch, but I definitely want to see both guys back and get another opportunity, whether it's against themselves or other guys for sure. Let's hear what Rivas has to say.
Before you guys started trading, you knew already what kind of fight this was going to be. You already said at the weigh-in it was going to be an all-out war, and brother, you proved it.
I actually took my phone about that 30 years now. Look at this. I got one. But, thank you guys. Yeah, I mean, if you guys can tell by the tattoo on my chest, I was in box for like a year and a half. Thank you. You love it. You love it. That's why I'm on. I'm a race about 100, man. I don't box. You know, the motherfucker was telling me, I come from an MMA background, I don't box. So, when you come in here and do this and actually do some extra boxing, just say something to you guys. And I look forward to coming here and still doing my job.
Now, he hit you with some combinations. He was the bigger fighter. Did you guys make adjustments in the corner here for the third round? You actually started using your angles a lot more.
Almost definitely. I'm a natural 132, 135. Nobody to fight me. Nobody to fight, so I have to go up to 140, 145. So that tells you that I got fucking some balls on me before I fight. So keep going on one. That's how I want to go next.
All right, guys, give it up for your winner from Coolidge, Arizona, Joseph Rivas.
Once again, nice win for the now 3-1 Joseph Rivas. Congratulations to him. Hell of a fight.